today we're going to figure out what actually protects you the most in Minecraft. Instead of just guessing, we're going to break down the real damage formula the game uses, explain what everything means, and then look at real testing with actual numbers. First, let's start with the basics. Armor in Minecraft is your character's defense layer. It consists of a helmet, chestplate, leggings, and boots. Its job is to reduce the amount of damage that reaches your heart. Without armor, you take full damage. When you wear armor, it blocks a large portion of the damage before it affects your health. There's also hidden stats called armor toughness. Higher toughness makes your armor reduce damage more consistently and effectively, especially against big hits. Netherite has the highest armor toughness. Now let's go into the actual math. The first step is the armor reduction formula. Damage after armor equals incoming damage multiplied by 1 minus the minimum of 20 or your total armor points divided by 27. So with a full set of netherite armor that gives 20 armor points, it becomes damage after armor equals incoming damage multiplied by 1 minus 20 divided by 25, which is 1 minus 0.8, which equals 0.2. This means the armor blocks 80% of the incoming damage right away. After that, protection enchantments are applied. Each level of protection reduces damage by 4%. Protection 4 on all 4 pieces gives 16 levels, which equals a 64% reduction. The resistance potions add even more protection. Resistance 2 gives a flat 40% reduction on top of everything else. Now let's look at real testing. I tested by applying 10 damage directly using commands on different armor sets. So we're starting off with 0 armor, and after applying the 10 damages or damage points, whatever you wanna call it, bro. So with full copper armor and applying the damage points, you'll take about 4 hearts. So it will take about 4 hearts away, which will end up with 3.5. So moving on to the full iron armor, if you take about 10 damage points with full HP, you'll end up with 7. So it just took away 3, which is pretty good. So moving on with gold, after taking 10 damage points, you'll end up with about 6.5. So now with the diamond, this is where you barely see the difference. After taking 10 damage points, you will have about 9 or 8.5 left, which is pretty good, to be fair. So now full netherite armor just took away 1 heart. So you think this one is the best, right? But no. So I upped the damage counter, and as we see, it looks like it didn't make that much of a difference. Just took half a heart away more, which is actually pretty good. So now moving on to the best armor, which is full netherite with protection 4 and 2 potions of regeneration. So we started, I think, with 15. So we started with 67 to actually max out the damage, and as you see, it still survived. So you're left with 1.5 hearts, so that means you could take around 65 to 70 damage with the potions of regeneration. These numbers show just how strong the stacking works. Even with a massive 67 damage hit, the combination of netherite, protection 4 and resistance 2 potion reduces it dramatically. A perfectly timed shield block reduces most frontal attacks to 0 damage. The Totem of Undying doesn't reduce damage, but it saves you from death once and gives you strong regeneration. So after breaking down the math, explaining armor toughness, and seeing the real 67 damage test, the strongest protection setup is very clear. Full netherite armor with protection 4 on every armor piece, combined with resistance 2 potions. When you're expecting big fights, a shield ready for blocking, and a Totem of Undying in your offhand as the final backup. The key takeaway is that Minecraft protection is not just about wearing the best looking armor, it's about understanding the math and stacking every layer properly. Even a huge 67 damage hit becomes much more survivable when you combine everything correctly. Why does gold armor take more damage than iron armor? Even though gold looks fancier, golden armor is actually one of the weakest armors in the game for protection. Here's why. This is the main reason. So, a full set of armor points you get from gold are 11. That adds about to an armor reduction about 44%. And iron, on the other hand, gives a full set armor points of 15, which gives an armor reduction of 60. Diamond gives 20 armor points and a armor reduction of 80. So does netherite. Because golden armor gives you only 11 armor points compared to iron's 15, the damage reduction formula makes gold block much less damage. Gold has almost 0 armor toughness, while iron has decent toughness. This means that even the damage that gold does reduce is less consistent and less effective. Golden armor breaks extremely fast. It has the lowest durability of all armor except leather. So not only does it protect you less, it also gets destroyed very quickly. So here's a quick summary. So the best protection setup is full netherite armor with protection 4 on every armor piece, resistant potions with fighting, a shield for blocking, and a Totem of Undying in your offhand as a last resort. So understanding the math that stacking all the layers together is what makes you extremely hard to kill in Minecraft. It's not just about wearing netherite, it's about knowing how it actually works. And the winner of the what's the strongest. So that's pretty much it. Full netherite with protection 4 and resistance potion is still the king if you want to tank the most damage. Anyway, if y'all want to see more videos like this, more math breakdowns, more testing, more protection stuff, or whatever comes in mind, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and comment down below what you guys want to see in the next video. Until then, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one, and thanks for watching.